Well, hey everybody, how y'all doing this evening? I'm Eve with the baby's booty early and munching on something I ain't got no business eating. So I'm sneaking. So sorry, we're gonna slide that to the side like y'all didn't even know. Hey family, how y'all doing today? So I decided to come online early because the project that we're going to work on tonight is an in the hoop embroidery project, right? And so I was talking to channel members yesterday about the project and letting them know that my intention was to plan to do this like one day next week or next weekend. And they let me know in no uncertain terms that they were like, we want to come on now. And we want to do it sooner rather than later because this is a long weekend. Forgot that tomorrow is like a no mail day. It's a holiday. So no mail is getting delivered tomorrow. But we had some audience members and some fellow crafters who will not be going to work tomorrow. So I was like, okay, why not? And so we're live. The project is like any of the other zipper pouches in the hoop that we do around here, easy to do, not very hard at all. I did link the project in the description below if you want to join in with it. And of course, I'm going to add my own spin and add some bling to it as well. We cannot do anything without adding some bling. And I'll show you an example of that here in a sec. But aside from that, I hope you guys have been doing great. I hope you had an absolutely phenomenal week this week. I know I did. It was a really good week. Very stressful week because I have been in here redoing my studio. Struggling with it too, fam, like really hard and trying to get everything together. And so in addition to that, trying to get some really cool and fun projects that I've been coming across. I found another one that I'm super excited to do. It's in the hoop as well. So we'll be doing that in the coming weeks, if not coming days, and having some fun. That's pretty much the cut and dry of it. And so tonight, oh shoot, I forgot to go get my pants. So this project tonight is denim. It's going to be used with denim. Can you do it with regular fabric? Yes, you can. There's nothing that says you cannot use this project with anything other than denim. You definitely can. However, it's totally adorable if you use denim, okay? So that's what we're going to do tonight is we're going to use some denim with this project. Now, around about 9 o'clock, we're going to take a pause and we're going to address our regularly addressed information that we always do because we got a whole ton of rhinestone designs from the Rhinestone Mechanic. And I want to show you guys that. That'll be around about 9 o'clock, like what time we normally start. And then tonight we also have one announcement. I was going to make two. Tonight I'm just going to make one announcement. So we have one announcement, but we have another really big announcement coming within the next week or so, and get you guys up to par with that. We'll also be sending out a newsletter this week in anticipation of the buy-in that'll be coming up in another couple of weeks. So a lot going on, a whole lot going on. So I'm going to start by saying hi to the folks that took the time out of their busy schedule early to join us tonight. And then we'll go over some information in getting set up for this particular project. And then we'll get into the project. We may have some fellow crafters join us here on StreamYard in doing the project. We might not. A lot of it depends on their schedule. Because I did throw a monkey wrench in things by coming on early. But I wanted to have more time to go over, some basics about the project, say hi to people, talk about the project, show the project, talk about the project we did yesterday, stuff like that would take time away from me actually having time to stitch this out over there on the embroidery machine. Now tonight I'll be using the 5x7 embroidery machine. And I intend to do the 4x4 and the 5x7 bag. I'm going to try and do 2 bags. For those who may not catch the first bag, they can catch the second bag. So that's the plan. I was going to do a bigger one on one of the multi-needle machines tonight, but I changed my mind. And it didn't help. Time got away from me. So there's that. So, but anyway, hey, Stephanie Calloway, how are you? Deborah Garrett, welcome. That to this creations. Hey, Dorica, you did so good yesterday. Miss Nini's Designs, welcome. Let's see. Let me start at the tippity top. Kevin Moore, welcome. How are you? Did you send me? I probably already have your address, but make sure I have your information so I can get you your bag. Oh, we were supposed to be doing a mix, wasn't we? If we have time, I'll do the mix. Donzel, freeze dried Skittles, right. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Dana Bryant, welcome. And Kevin Moore is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you so very much, Kevin. We appreciate it. Dana Bryant is also a YouTube Hoop Group member, and we appreciate you as well. Thank you so very much for your support of this channel. Sherelle, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Shirley Dabney, hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate you. Sharon Davenport, hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We appreciate it. Carol Coleman, hey, honey, welcome. Did the baby do her countdown? I hope so. Give her a big hug for me. Thank you for joining us this evening and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Nani's Journey, hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Always good to see you. Robin Murphy, you as well. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Lena Doyle Crafting, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Robin S., good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. DB, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yvonne Daniels, thank you as well for joining us tonight. Let's see who else we have. Sylvia Dinkins, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. EJ's daughter, El Nicole, yes, starting early tonight. Thank you both for being YouTube Hoop Group members as well. Deborah Garrett, big hugs to you. Dimps Designs, hey, honey, welcome. Mrs. Parker, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Marlene Kelsey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hey, Miss Ethel Smith, welcome. Thank you for joining us and give Paula a hug for me. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We also have Norma Bates in the house. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Miss Leela Nelson is a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you in here with us. Tracy Murray, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Honey Bunny. Zelda Brown, hey, honey, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. AJ Harris, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Nini, thank you for joining us tonight. Porgy Town, Sonia Siegler, Sharon Davis are all YouTube Hoop Group members. Thank you to the 3 of you for being YouTube Hoop Group members and for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. We also have Judy Angelman, Angel Cake Crafting. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Jesse Gibson, Deborah Patton, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. You guys, thank you so very much. Claudette Carr, welcome. She says, hey to her crafty family. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Josette Lovercheck, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Naomi Butler, she says, thank you so much to the person that gifted me a membership. I did not realize I had it at first. So my thank you is late, but thank you so much. You rock. You're welcome, Naomi Butler, on behalf of whomever it was. Linda Lee and Bridget Porter are also YouTube Hoop Group members. Thank you so very much. We got Martha Jordan in the house. Welcome. And Martha Alvarez. Welcome. You guys, I am going to scroll down. Hey, Craftable Things and Karen D and Linda Lee. Yes, welcome. And thank you all for being YouTube Hoop Group members and Miss JB. So I'm going to scroll on down and say hi. Christmas says yesterday was fun. I want to show you guys what we did yesterday. We had a really awesome sewing project that we did yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Wanda. And Gail, it just started at 8 o'clock. I started early. Hey, Eleanor Carr, welcome. I put a notice in the community tab here on YouTube, and I also put a notice on Facebook that we were going live a little bit early tonight, just so that we can get a lot of our what's the word I want to use? A lot of our discussions and talkabouts and stuff out of the way before we start sewing, because y'all know how it goes. We'll come in, we'll start talking about stuff, I'll start telling y'all about stuff, blah blah, and then we get to try to do the project and run out of time. And I don't necessarily want to hold people beyond 11 p.m. So I was like, you know what? Me and Mr. McQuack has talked about it. He was like, "Why don't you just come on early?" And I was like, okay. And so I came in early. I saw a retired crafter 22. Hello to you as well from Alabama. And hey, Renee. So this is what we did yesterday. If you are a YouTube Hoop Group member, here on the chat, if you're paid membership, you got the invite to come in on Zoom and hang out with us live and in color while we made this super cute Capri Sun bag. And so I did what I always do. After we did the pouch, I had so much fun. I went to Walmart, y'all, and I am not ashamed to say that I ended up buying 5 cases of the grape Kool-Aid jammers. And then I also bought the Roaring Waters thing with 30 pouches to it. It was like $8 or something like that. I can't remember. Y'all, the Roaring Waters was gross. I didn't like that. So that's going in the trash. But the Kool-Aid jammers, the grape, I'm probably going to container that and send it to the grandkids. And then we'll make another one. But this is sewing. This is all a sewing project. We had a lot of fun making this. The video is up on our channel. So if you want to see how everything went yesterday, it was like 3 hours where we just chatted, and it didn't even take 3 hours to make this. It was more talking than it was anything. But after I finished mine, I added some extra embellishments to it. Turned out to be super duper cute. So much so that I am beyond excited to make another one. So I'm going to make another one. I just wanted to share that with you all and let you see what we did do yesterday. It wasn't hard, but it was totally sewing. It was not embroidery at all sewing machine. And so we have another sewing project that I'm going to do with you guys. But all of that, just keep an eye out on the community tab on this channel. If you're not in the Facebook group, if you're in a Facebook group, keep an eye out in the Facebook group for announcements of when projects are going to come up. I'll start doing more projects with you guys. As a matter of fact, I have a captain's project that is coming up where I'll get up with the captains and we'll be doing a project together with them. But it's a lot of fun. We have fun doing different projects here. A matter of fact, I have this one that I need to do, and I'll probably just come on live and just do this one day this week coming, because I want to get these done and shipped out sooner rather than later. But I have a friend in our Facebook group. And if you're in our Facebook group, she's Embroideries by Sharon, and she sources embroidery blanks. And this is one, well, 2 different blanks that she has. Y'all, look. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. Y'all, somebody come and look at this. It's so cute. It's just so adorable. Look at the little overall thingies. And my grandbaby is going to be so super cute in this daggum thing, man. I saw it and I was like, I gotta have it, you know? So I'm thinking about monogramming or blinging something right here for my granddaughter. And then on this one, I'm probably going to either monogram or embroider something on here for my grandson. So here's one for the little boy. And then I got all of these from her. I don't know if she has any more. She should. But just reach out to Embroideries by Sharon. She's in our Facebook group. And then here's another one. This is more, what is this? Corduroy, I think is what that's called. And then this is super cute. And it's got a little heart right there. I'm going to embroider her little initials on that one. She also had this one, which is like a blush with a little red heart on the front. Same little romper thingy. And then I got a black one. So one of these, I'm going to bling on it. And then the others I'm going to embroider. So even though Mr. McQuackins doesn't want me to do any of that, but I'm like, that was the whole point in me getting it, sir. I'm gonna need you mind your business. So, but as soon as I get them done, I'm going to ship them off to South Carolina and let them be as adorable as they are in their cute little outfits. And I'm so excited to see it. So that's another project I got to do this weekend. Looking forward to doing that with you guys at some point in time. But tonight is all about embroidery and bling. Okay, so a little itty bitty bit of bling. We're gonna bling out the pouch once it's done, but it's embroidery. No worries. Tell Bailey I said hi if she's still there. So tonight, what you will need for this particular project is denim, preferably, because it. Matter of fact, let's just show you. Thank you, Kevin. Let's see. Where can I show you this? Let's go to Facebook. And boop, I can show you right here. And no, she did not come out with that. Okay. Sorry, I was reading something. See all. Here is. Let's see. Can I go? Yep, I can go that way. Okay, so let me show you. There she is. So this is the website. Denim Pocket. I want to pull it up and show it to you plain before I show it to you. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my gosh, she did have it. I didn't know she had it. Okay, I gotta buy that. All right, so she has another design that's super cute to go with this. All right, so let me share screen. This is the project that we're working on tonight that we're going to do. This is the Denim Pocket Zipper Bag. And it says it's for a size 3 zipper, which is basically the normal size zipper that we, can find at the Michaels and the craft stores and all of that jazz. Oh, she said, hey, back, cool. Big hugs, Bailey girl. So here is one of the pockets. This one is a little bit big because see the size of that quarter shows it's a little bit bigger than the 4x4. But if you purchase this, it comes in a 4x4 size, a 5x6 size. This is the 5x6 pocket, a 6x7 pocket, and a 7x8 pocket. So you have you have 4 sizes on this particular design that you can do if you purchase this design. I don't know how well you could tell, but this pocket is lined. Most of her zipper pouches are lined, and I absolutely love that. That's my favorite thing. Hey, precious pieces. So this is going to be a lined pocket. So you will need the denim if you want yours to look like a jean pocket, then you would use denim. But you can use any fabric you want. And then you'll need a zipper. You'll need the ribbon for this part right here. If you want that, you don't have to. And then you'll need the fabric for the lining. And aside from your stabilizer, that's it. You don't need anything else. Okay. So let me show you. Here are some examples of what folks have been doing with this pouch the last few days. So this person, now most of these that you'll see, they are actually adding embroidery in the steps of the actual pouch. So at some point before you do the lining, so I'm going to assume that it's after it does this. Let's go back. This stitching right here. After that stitching takes place, then if you have editing software, you would just add this immediately after that step with the lines. And then after you do the decorative embroidery, then you would add, go back, and that's when you'll start flipping the lining and all of that jazz. Okay. So here's some more examples of what she's done with her denim pouches. I absolutely love these, y'all. These are so cute, like so stinking cute. Everybody's been doing an amazing job with their denim pouches, and it's just kind of got me a fire lit under my rump and makes me really want to get this done. So I'm kind of not mad that the folks in the group yesterday was like, no, we want to go ahead and do this project. But at the same time, I was trying to hold out so that more people could get their stuff together and join in. But it's going to be okay today. We're going to go ahead and do it. And then if you choose to do it again a little bit later, you definitely can. All right. It's not hard to do. You just have to know how to follow the instructions to get everything with the lining and everything flipped in place. Okay. So let us go over to the cutting table. We already have I already have a camera pointed to the embroidery machine. This is the PE 900. So it is a 5x7 embroidery machine. But of course, I can do 4x4 on this machine as well. So I'm going to be using this machine tonight to make both sizes of the pouches. All right. And then we also have some fabric set to the side. I've got my denim. What I did not get, y'all, which I need to go get, is I have a pair of denim pants. They're kind of like, I don't want to say leggings. They're not really leggings, but they're denim and they fit kind of sort of like jeans. Let me turn this thing off, Lord help me. It's been hollering the whole time. But it's been it's not the most comfy. Well, I'm lying. They're comfy, but they don't fit right. Like I have saggy butt when I wear those, and I don't want saggy butt. So I'm gonna cut those up to make one of these pouches. But meanwhile, I do have regular denim right here. So this is regular, hardcore, super stiff, old school denim that you would make jeans out of. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm still going to be munching on my banana nut, walnut. Oh. So, to make this project, all you need is either some tearaway or some cutaway stabilizer. It does not matter which one you choose to use with this project. I promise it doesn't. So in light of that, we're going to go ahead and use tearaway, I think. Let's see what I got right here. Yep, tearaway. All right. So here's my trusty tearaway stabilizer holder. And this is what I'm going to use to get this done. So I'm going to pull off some stabilizer. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. Just make the pocket and add a patch. Oh, that would be cool. And then we will push our hoops together. So in case you missed all of that, because I was going pretty quick. As if y'all, oh, you know what? No, that's right. Is that right? No, that's not right. I'm about to mess up. Okay, so this is how it connects onto the machine. Can you see that? See how those little notches are at the top right here and it's wide at the bottom? So this is the top because it clips onto the machine like so, right? So I need to put my stabilizer on top with it right side up and then press. I was wondering why I was struggling. So here's my stabilizer. I just lay it right on top and here's my inner ring. And you want to make sure that it's face up. Face up is where you can see those notches, because those notches is what would help you line up your blank, whatever it is that you're embroidering. It'll help you line it up and make sure everything is centered in your hoop when it's time for you to embroider. But this project is going to lay everything out for us, so I really don't need that. I don't need to worry about that, but that's the right way up for the hoop. All right. Now, if you look at the instructions for this project, I put the link in the description to download this project from Designs by Little B. Designs by Little B has some of the most friendly embroidery in the hoop embroidery designs that you can find out there. I mean, they're so easy to do and very easy to use. Why did I come over here? I came over here for a reason. Lord, hold on a sec, y'all. Let me think. Oh, that's what I came over here for. USB. So she has all of these super awesome designs that are easy to do, and they are super duper affordable. Matter of fact, I ain't telling that woman how to run her business, but very, very, very affordable. Okay. So I forgot to transfer the design. So give me a sec. Let me do that. Here we go. PES is what I need for my 5x7 embroidery machine. No, PES. Denim. Okay. All right. So sorry about that. I forgot to all right. So here is the USB. Why is this in my way? Come on, thing. And then I'm going to put this on the machine. So if you download the instructions and read them, they will tell you what size material you need to cut in order to do this project. So I need lining fabric and I need denim fabric for the outside. Okay. So I'm going to pull out, let's see, what fabric do I want today? Today, we're going to do zebra print for one, and we're going to do cheetah print for the other. And the reason why I'm going to do zebra print for one and cheetah print for the other is because I'm going to later do a giveaway of 1 yard of cheetah print fabric and 1 yard of zebra fabric. Okay. So that's why I'm doing these two, so that we can do a giveaway with them. All right. So the first pouch I'm going to do is the 4x4. And I'm going to do cheetah print, the 4x4. And zebra print for the bigger one. Okay. So what I need for the 4x4 is I need 6x6, 2 pieces of 6x6 lining fabric. Let me double check and make sure I have my thing up. Here we go. So 2 pieces 6x6, and then the denim is 6x6 as well. I just wanted to confirm that, because what my sign says over there, measure 1 time and you'll cuss twice. So you should always measure twice so that you don't have to cuss. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got right here. So let's grab a ruler. And this is 11 inches. So, but it's on a fold. So I'm gonna cut it off of the fold. Get that out my way. Well, you know, it doesn't hurt anything. Let's cut it on the fold. It does not hurt. All right, so 6 inches is going to put me right here. And let me get my thing to hold this in place while I cut so that I don't stress anybody out with blood and gore from where I cut my finger that time. Okay, so there's my lining fabric. It's actually too much, so we're going to cut it down here in a sec as soon as I get this folded back up. Uh-oh, look like that shifted a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it'll do that when you're cutting it on the fold like that. Yeah, it's a little short. It shouldn't hurt anything, but you'll never know. Pull this over. No, we don't do that episode. Let's see. I don't see Mr. Blackers yet, so. Okay, so there is my 2 pieces of lining fabric. Uh-oh, sorry, Prince. My bad. Let me slide you up so you ain't getting bumped around. And then here is my denim. And the other bag, I'll go get my pants that I'm not going to wear anymore and get those cut. Let's see. How big is this? Not quite. I am making this cumbersome. Oops, sorry, y'all. Really didn't need the embroidery machine camera just yet, but it'll be all right. All right, and so this is going to be a little bit big, and I'm going to fold this so that I'm cutting it one time. No, I won't be. Yeah, I will if I do it this way. All right, y'all. I'm just cutting all over the place right now. Forgive me for those who are cringing. But you too will be all right. All right, now let's get that cut. And denim, holler. Okay, so here are my 2 pieces of denim. Okay, so let me get this small because we're not quite ready for you just yet. There we go. And let me grab this from over here. I knew that was going to happen. Make a huge mess. Because I forgot about this part. Okay. So I have my 2 pieces of denim for the outside. Then I have my 2 lining pieces for the inside. Okay. So now what we need to do is pick us out a zipper that's going to go with our fabric and look super cute. So these are like totally long, and it doesn't matter. Like even these are very, very, very long. I can still use these because we end up cutting the zipper anyway. So you don't absolutely have to use a small zipper, but if you don't feel like dealing with a bunch of drama, then you can go with a smaller zipper. Let's go with, let's see, do I have, yeah, I got brown in here. So we can do brown. You think brown's gonna be cute? With the cheetah print, we also have yellow, but I think that yellow is a little too bright for this cheetah print. This maroon would be cute. Black would work as well. I think brown. We're gonna go with the brown. It's already there. All right. So we have our zipper. We have our denim fabric. So we can get started, y'all. We are on and popping. Okay. So the first thing usually with an in the hoop embroidery design, usually the first thing that happens is it will stitch what's called a placement stitch. Okay. And a placement stitch is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's telling you where your placement is going to go for your fabric. All right. Let me close this out and grab my, okay. All right. So when you think of a placement stitch, or the way to remember that it is called a placement stitch, is you think about a placemat, right? When you're going to eat, you're sitting at the dinner table, the placemat, what does the placemat do? Show you where to put your plate so that you can eat and get you some good food. So the placement stitch is going to be the first stitch that stitches with the embroidery project. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up the design. And we still have our spit spotters in here. I think this one is the 4x4. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty sure this is the 4x4. Okay, so I have my design in here. I have this color thread. You know what? I'm going to find a more gold. Let's get a more gold color because I want it to match a little bit better than that. But I also don't want it to be too matchy so that you guys can see the seams as they're stitching as well. So let me swap this out for a more gold color. It's more true to a pair of jeans. So like this color, I think will go really well with it. It's like a gold, and it kind of puts me in the mind of how jeans have that goldish stitching anyway. So that's what we're going to use today. And I'm going to thread my machine. Whenever you're threading these embroidery machines, you really need to be sure that you do not miss any steps when you're threading your machine. There are written instructions all over the machine to tell you how to thread it. So don't skip a step. So this is step 1, to go behind this little lever, then down, around, and up. Number 2, come down this way. That's number 3, to go up the loop and go to the back and over and to the front. That's 4, to catch that hook, and then straight down is 5. And then we got a little 6 down here right up above the needle because there's a little hook there that you really need to hook your thread into. And I probably should have shown this with this camera. We'll show it the next time we have to do something. And then 7 is the needle threader. Okay. So, and my needle threader has been acting up lately, so it gets stuck. Don't know why. And I cut the light off right here so that you guys could see this a little bit better. Found out that you can actually cut this light off and the machine still runs. All right. So, and definitely make sure the needle is up when you're threading. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Thank you, Sheila, for mentioning that, because that is absolutely correct. There are tension discs all throughout this machine that when the needle, the presser foot is up, those discs are open and it allows the thread to nestle in place where they're supposed to. As soon as the foot goes down, those discs close. So if you're trying to thread this machine with the foot down, any sewing machine, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be this machine. All sewing machines are made that way. If the foot is down, those discs are closed, so the thread can't get into those tension discs where they're supposed to be. And so you'll have stitching issues because your tension will be off, and it's because you didn't thread it properly. All right, so let's start with our placement stitch, which is the very first stitch in this project. And I meant to double check and make sure I had bobbin thread, but I forgot to look, y'all. What kind of sense does that make? Cute already. And we haven't even done anything. Already cute. All right. Glad I picked that color thread. It makes it easier for you to see. This is the 4x4 pocket. And this is the placement stitch. Your placemat. Remember to show you where to put your plate at the table. This is the placement stitch to show where you're going to put your fabric and lay it over the top of this stitch out. This square up here is there to help you know where to put your zipper. Okay. And as you see, my zipper is super duper 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 long. That's okay. It won't hurt anything. But you definitely want to lay that zipper. See how she designed it where it is the exact width of that zipper? Can you see that? See? So to make sure that your zipper is centered the way it's supposed to be in this design, you want to make sure to center it in those lines. Okay. And once you get it where it's centered in there the way it's even, you tape it in place. It doesn't matter right now at this stage in the project. It doesn't matter if the zipper is unzipped, zipped, whatever. So just leave it zipped. I'm saying it doesn't matter. It does matter. It doesn't matter where the zipper is right now at this point, because we're going to move it later. But for right now, leave the zipper closed and leave the zipper away from your project. Okay. Now, as far as whether you put the zipper over here to this side or over here to that side, that's entirely up to you. Okay. Some people are left-handed and want to unzip it this way. I'm right-handed, so I would want to unzip it this way. Okay. So I'm getting some painter's tape, and then we're going to take this in place. Whoops. And if you have any questions, just simply put them in the chat and I will try and get to them ASAP. But I generally use painter's tape to tape my projects down because painter's tape is easy to remove when it's time to untape, take tape off of your project and not tear up your stabilizer, not leave a whole bunch of sticky residue on your hoop and stuff like that. So I use painter's tape. Hey, 755. Hey, David Larrabee. Welcome. All right, so as you see, I have my zipper in place. So now what's going to happen is the next step is going to stitch your zipper in place. That looks a little loose. Let me make sure that's tight. Not super tight, but at least laying nice and flat. You're welcome, David. All right, and so now let's put our foot down, stitch the next stop. Let's see, who else we got? Hey, Elba. Hey, Gail. All right. So now that it has raised our presser foot, now that it has stitched my zipper in place, look at how good that looks, y'all. Can't tell you how many times I've done a project and didn't tape it down evenly and my zipper was all kind of wonky and stuff. This is going to turn out real cute, okay? So here is my zipper stitched down. So let me go to my handy dandy instructions. Normally I have them where I can see them on the screen, but I put them on the other screen this time. So at this point, we are going to put our fabric down. So now what I want to do is take the hoop off. Let me move this over because I don't like doing this over here. There we go. I don't need to see me. I need to see y'all. Okay, so I'm going to take my hoop off now that this is stitched in place, and I'm going to turn the hoop over. So we'll turn it over and we're going to look at the back side. So now what I'm going to do is get the lining for the lining for my pouch. Let me switch so that you can see. Bloop. Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is line our, because what we're going to be working on is lining this bottom part of this pouch. So I'm going to line it up face down, take my fabric and lay it face down over the top of that zipper that I just stitched. Does that make sense? Okay. So again, I stitched my zipper down, so that's done. Now I'm going to take the hoop off of the machine, turn it over so that I'm looking at the back. I'm not looking at the zipper. Okay. We're done with the zipper. Don't worry about the zipper. The zipper is going to work itself out absolutely perfectly. At this point, yes, you did, Dennis. We are starting early because this project is going step by step and I want to make sure we had time. Why you sew it so far away from the start of the zipper opening? Are you talking about this where the zipper is all the way over here? Is that what you're asking about? Elevate. If so, this zipper, as you see, is super, okay. So you see it's super duper long for this project. My zipper pouch is only going to be this big. This zipper is very long. So when the time comes for me to finish out the zipper, because that's going to be a ways away from now. When the time comes, I'll take this zipper and I'll zip it right over to the middle of the project and finish stitching everything out. And once I take this off, I'm just going to cut out the outline of this pocket and all of this extra zipper is going to be gone. I don't need it anymore. So the project itself will keep the zipper closed and stitched down and in place like it's supposed to be. You don't have to have a zipper that fits this absolutely perfectly. You can have it. It could have been even longer than this, and we didn't need to worry about it because it'll work itself out. But for right now, I need the zipper to be away from my stitch foot because a zipper will break a needle foot easily. So I don't mind it being this far away. Okay. And we're taping it out of the way anyways, because I'm not ready for that part just yet. So for right now, hey, Crispy Bacon. Hey, Baby Giant Services, LLC. Hey, Little Stitch, LLC. So this is stitched in place. So again, I've done the placement stitch. I've laid down my zipper. I've stitched my zipper in place, have my zipper taped so that it don't flop around on me. I'm going to turn the project over. Okay, so here is my pocket. Here's my pocket. Can you see the outline of the pocket? This is where the zipper is, and this is going to be the bottom part of the pocket. So eventually, what's going to happen is I'm laying the fabric like this right now, but eventually once this stitch is in place, I'm going to flip this down and this will be the inside of my pouch. Does that make sense? But for the time being, I need to stitch it in place. So I need this to lay over the top part of the pouch. Over the top part of the pouch. I don't have it on today because I figured I wasn't going to be on camera very much. So I didn't put it on. So now that I have it, and you need to line it up with, line up the edge, straight edge, with the straight bottom edge of those zipper railroad tracks, okay? And make sure these are your placement stitches. What did I say the placement was for? It's like a placemat at the table to show you where to put your plate, where to put your fork and stuff. Your placement stitch shows you where to place your fabric. So this is covering up those stitches, and you want to make sure all of those stitches at the top are covered. That's why you have placement stitches, so that you can see where to place your fabric. So now that we have the fabric laid and it's covering all the stitches up top, I don't see any stitches up here, just this bottom pouch, bottom part of the pouch. We're going to tape this fabric in place, okay? And it's going to be lined up with the bottom of that stitch line. So let's tape our fabric down, and this is on the back side of the hoop. And as you see, the fabric is face down. Okay. So I'm taping this out of the way far away from my project. Kind of wish I had a pressed it because there's a little bit of a crease there, but it'll be all right. All right, so there is my lining fabric up out of the way. Can you see that? All right, so now that this is on the back, now we want to turn it over back to the front. But when I turn it over to the front, I added tape, so I just want to make sure that that fabric does not move when I turn this over. I want to make sure that I can still see the full print of the fabric, that it doesn't get caught up or off or anything. Then your whole project will be ruined. Okay, so keep an eye on your fabric. Now that I'm on the right side, then I'm going to take a piece of denim and I'm going to cover the same way. I'm covering over the zipper, but the top half of the bag. Does that make, it's going to make sense here in a minute why I'm doing that. So I'm going to line a straight edge up with the bottom line of that zipper. And normally I would tape this in place. So let's go ahead and tape it. I was thinking about not taping it, but I'm going to go ahead and tape it. And I'm always taping it on the outer edges because I don't want the needle to stitch through my tape. Okay. All right. So we got fabric on the front, right side down, so that you see the horrible side. Right side down, right side down. This tape is a little, this is, what do they call it? It's not heavy duty tape. This is light tape. So it's not holding it super good, but it's holding it enough. I just need to make sure that when this flips over, that my fabric doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't slide out from up under it. All right. And so now that that's there, I'm going to, and my fabric did shift. This tape ain't strong. I found the purple tape. I need some blue tape. What they call gentle tape. Ta-da-da! Let's use the good old trusty blue tape. Purple is light grip. I'm saying sensitive. It's not sensitive. What's the name of this tape? Delicate. It's delicate tape. This ain't a delicate product. We need stuff that's gonna stick. So I'm gonna use blue. Okay, still lined up. All right, now I don't need that shifting at all. You don't want your fabric to shift or anything like that. So now that that's done, I'm going to clip it back. Remember, it was pretty side down so that you just see the wrong side on both sides. And so now we're going to stitch our next step. And you'll see why we put the fabric the way we did. Easy stitch, just one line back and then back. Okay, so now lift our presser foot. Let's take it back off. Oh, and I didn't change the camera. I apologize. So now I have a stitch that runs right here. And then if you turn to the back, that same stitch, stitch down my fabric back here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is back on the front. This is the front where the denim is. I'm going to pull the denim down. Bloop, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to smooth this in place, make kind of like a finger crease right here with that denim folded down in place. My lining fabric is still up out of the way. But on the front, my denim is now down. Okay. So I'm going to put this back on the machine. Make sure that my lining fabric is still taped out of the way. Put this back on the machine. And once you do this kind of a bag more than one time, two to three times, after you're about third time, you'll be like, oh, this is so easy. Yeah, it is easy. Okay. So now let's do our next stitch. That's it. That's all I had to do was flip that down, put it back on the machine. So when we go to our next pouch, this is going to go a little bit faster. So again, when this is done, this is going to be a plain pouch, right? So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stitch I'm sorry, this step was to stitch it down in place where it's supposed to be. So now we're going to put the decoration on the front of the pocket, which is that swoopy thing on the pocket. And this is where if you wanted to add a name or a monogram or what else, a picture, any other kind of design, embroidery, this is where you would add it after this step. Ooh, super cute. Oh, you can't see it that well. Hold on. You can't see it that well. This is called stabilizer. And what stabilizer does is basically what its name implies. It stabilizes your embroidery, in this case, embroidery project, but it also stabilizes your embroidery stitches. So any kind of garment like this sweater, for instance, it has its weave already there, so the shirt is already made. But when you add embroidery to it, it adds extra bulk to the fabric that this wasn't intended to hold. So you put stabilizer up under it to help hold those extra stitches that you're putting on a garment to keep your garment from, say for instance, getting holes from it being stabilized and or stretching out of place when you're doing embroidery on it. Stabilizer has a lot of different um, benefits to doing your embroidery. But whenever you do embroidery, you really should be using some form of stabilizer. No worries, so crafty. All right, so again, let me show you how adorable this is. Y'all, OMG, is that not cute? Okay, this looks like a little pocket for baby Delondo's little booty. I'm just saying, look at how cute. This is just beyond adorable already, and it's not even done. Okay, so now that the front part is done, this is the design. So if I wanted to do, like I said, an initial or something like that, if you have embroidery editing software, you would just add, like I could actually go in here and add a letter E or something like that right here, but I don't want to because I'm gonna put bling on this. But this is where you would add that type stuff. Hey, Tiny, you honey bunny. So at this step, we're going to flip it over and see how that flipped down. Thank goodness it didn't flip down before now, because it would have ruined the lining. And now we're going to flip this down into place where it's supposed to live, because we're going to have a lining on the inside of the bag. So now if we had to flip this down ahead of time, then this would have stitched to our lining, and then we wouldn't have been able to finish out our pouch. It would have closed up our pouch permanently, and you wouldn't have been able to finish out your project. So you have to make sure you follow that step and not have this down in place when you stitch that part. Okay, so now we're going to flip this down into place. And now that this is flipped down into place, we're going to tape it. Now, some people may say you should pin it in place using pins, and technically you can. I don't recommend using pins within the hoop embroidery projects. I actually don't recommend using pins with embroidery, period, because what could happen is you could put your pins well out of the way of the embroidery needle, but it could catch. There's a lot of grooves and divots on this machine, and a pin could easily catch it and tear your project out of the stabilizer, all kind of stuff. You definitely don't want to do that. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do at this point, we've done the front, and we pulled the front down, we stitched it in place, then we stitched the design, then we flipped it over, we took our lining, we pulled our lining down into place, and we taped it down. So at this point, what we want to do is take our zipper, and we're going to pull our zipper over into the middle area of the project. You see that? We're going to move our zipper. This is a little bit different from the potato chip bag, because we had a bunch of other stuff that we did, because the potato chip bag had fabric up here. That was a different part of the bag, but the zipper is at the top of this bag, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Okay, so we've moved the zipper to the middle. Now that we have the zipper in the middle, now what we want to do is, if you want a keychain, key fob, whatever, right here, excuse me, right here, then this is where you would add the ribbon for that step. There's a couple of things that you can use for this. You can use this is 3/8 inch double-sided satin ribbon. You can use this, which I don't have a color that I like in here. Not to go with this fabric. I guess the yellow. See, didn't want to do the yellow zipper, but we'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, you also can use elastic. You can use bias binding. Let me see if I have some elastic. I think I would much rather use that so that the color will look semi-decent. And because I cleaned up my studio, y'all, I know where some elastic is at. Ain't it a miracle? Here's some elastic right here. And it's a piece already cut, looks like. Yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. Okay. So here is a piece of elastic from back in my face mask making days. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this elastic. So you got a little fold right there. I'm going to cut it because this is way too long. Let me grab some scissors. And I'm just going to cut right here. And save that for another project. So just this little piece of elastic right here is sufficient. Okay. And you want to lay it right here along the side of the pocket. Okay. And then we're going to tape it down. Now you want the fold to be to the inside of the pocket. Can you see that? I want the cut ends to be outside of the pocket, because once this stitches and I flip it out, then my fold will be able to be used as a key fob thing. Otherwise I won't be able to, because it'll be stitched. So your fold needs to be to the inside. All right, right at the edge of that pocket, and then we're going to tape it in place. Okay. And here in a moment, we'll get to showing you the designs for Rhinestone Mechanic, what he has this week, because it is loaded, and I definitely want to show you guys that. Okay, so there is your, I have one. It's a little bit long. I actually don't want it that long. Hold on, let me make this shorter because that looks too long to me. I want it shorter than that. Okay, here we go. So there's my little fob thing. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to, the next two steps are ribbon fob placement and tack down. Okay, so I did not run those steps, so let's run those steps now. So what that's going to do, I'm putting it back on with my, see my ribbon. Let me show y'all what, well, you can't see it because the daggum light. I turned the light off. Let me see if I can turn the light on. There we go. All right, so I don't know how well you can see that the elastic got caught on the foot of the embroidery machine. So little stuff like that, you got to make sure you're paying close attention to your embroidery. Okay, so now the next stitch it's going to do is supposed to be the stitch for this elastic. Let me see if it, yep, it did. So it did stitch it. And now the next stitch is supposed to, that was supposed to be the placement stitch for your elastic. Now it's going to stitch it down, even though I already had it there. Okay. All right. So now it's stitched in place the way it's supposed to be. So our next step is to grab our fabric. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take the other piece of denim. Okay. And we're going to lay it right over the top of our whole project. Hang on, I'm cutting these long threads. Okay. So we're going to lay this right on top, cover everything. And then we're going to put it down. You can tape it down if you want to, but because my piece of fabric is so big, I'm not going to tape it down. Make sure my lining is still good, and it is. Okay. Let me make sure I'm reading. Okay. Okay, cool. I am looking at it right. All right. I'm just making sure. Always, what do we say? Read the instructions twice, and you don't need to cuss. But if you read it once, then you'll cuss twice. All right. And so now I don't see any of my stitches at all. This piece of fabric is covering everything. And so now we're going to run a stitch. Hey, Delonda. And it is going to stitch all the way around our project. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Why is it stitching all the way around? That's because that's what it's supposed to do. Hey, PJ mommy. All right. Let me show you what this looks like. This is the front. This is the back. This is the front. You don't see anything. You don't see the zipper. You don't see nothing. Then back here, you still see the lining where we flipped it down. And now it's stitched in place when it stitched that front fabric down. So now we're going to put our lining and cover everything back here. Okay. So all I did was I covered all of these stitches. This is the last lining piece, the second lining piece, and I'm covering everything. Just like so. Face down fabric. And I'm going to tape it in place. This is on the back side of the hoop. I apologize if I didn't say that to begin with. We take it off. And we flip it over. We're looking at the lining on the inside at the back. Now we're going to do this again with a little bit bigger pouch. But for right now, I'm showing you on a 4x4. So here is the lining. Taped in place. So now let's put this back on the machine. I want to make sure, see how my fabric is falling down a little bit. I'm going to hold it in place. Because that tape ain't acting right. It's acting funky. Sometimes it's better to get a stronger tape because even the blue tape can act up at times. But a pinning in place can be crazy. All right, so now that that's in, hopefully it didn't shift any or anything like that. Let's run our next step. And then we have a guest in here with us tonight. Howder. I mean, Howder. What? That's what I was trying to say.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Evie.
Uh-oh. Probably going to have an echo. I need to turn on my thing.
Oh, no. Evie.
Hey, Patrice.
Hi, Evie. Happy Sunday.
She's talking about big enough for a bottle of wine. Not this time.
Oh. Are they still talking about those blind bags that we're supposed to be making instead of
Chris Smith
some
in here
bags?
acting up. All righty. You ready to do a zipper pouch?
I guess so. This looks, first of all, it looks so cute. This is a great project, Evie. I love it. But there's like a lot of steps. I printed out all of my paperwork, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Girl, it's a lot of steps, but it's the same steps we do every single time. Patrice D,
Hey,
Cute.
Delonda Patrice.
Let me change the camera. And let me know if there's an echo, you guys. Let me see. Let's stop. What camera do I want to stop? Yeah, I didn't want to stop that one. So let's go here. Oh, that's what I'm doing.
I didn't hear an echo, but you know what happens sometimes.
All right. So here is the project, the first project, because we're going to do this again with Patrice. But this is a 4x4. Okay, so let's pop this out of the hoop. We're done. It seemed like a lot of steps because it does take a lot of steps in the beginning, but
quick.
Once you do it, I promise it's like all the other zipper pouches that we do. The processes are all still the same. So what? Oh my gosh! Look at the whole crew. What am I? It's amazing.
Hey.
Oh, yep. Hold on. Let me cut my thing on and get it switched over so I can hear y'all good.
Hey, Mary.
It was easy.
Hey. Okay, do you hear an echo?
How you doing, Marilyn?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I meant to ask, how are you, Patrice? I apologize.
I'm doing great, Evie. I'm great that I'm here hanging out with you tonight on this Sunday because you know they kind of made us come on tonight with you.
Yes, they did.
We don't have to go to work tomorrow.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I know. I'm a little bummed about it because that means mail don't run, but at the same time, I'm happy that you guys could come.
Yep.
Thank you. So we are finished stitching this out. This is the back lining part. This is the front. The front stitched all the way around, but on the back lining, which you can't really see because the fabric matches the stitches, but it's stitched around here, but it left an opening right here. So because of that, we're going to cut along these stitches. You don't want to cut all the way up against them, but you want to leave probably like a good eighth to a quarter of an inch around these stitches. But when you get right here, we're going to leave a little bit of a tab so that we can turn this thing inside out. So I'm just going to cut through everything. I got some really good scissors. So I'm just going to cut through everything. So hopefully Patrice and Marilyn, you got your zipper.
Mm-hmm.
You got your lining fabric.
Mm-hmm.
You got your denim fabric.
Yes, I don't know how big of a piece I need, but I have it.
And then you got your, what were you saying, Patrice?
No, well, I was going off of a 4x4 hoop. I don't know what hoop Marilyn's using.
Okay, 4x4, you'll need a 6x6 piece of fabric. All of your pieces are 6x6, except for your stabilizer. Of course, it fits the hoop. But Marilyn, if you, what size were you wanting to do?
Well, I was thinking about doing the 5x6 or whatever that other one was. I'm looking for my hoops.
Okay. Well, while you look for your hoops, do you guys see I cut an extra piece of fabric to stick out from where that opening is? And if you see, I'm going to put my finger there in between the lining. See, I can go inside right there, but I can't on this side because it's sewn shut. So this part I can actually cut off if I want to get rid of some of that bulk. But on the front side, you don't want to cut these tabs. You need those. So at this point, this is what we got. We're done with all of this. So I'm going to take all of this and throw it away. And see, here's the extra pieces to the zipper that we cut off. But our zipper is still going to work because I remembered to pull it over to the middle. If you forget that step, then you're going to cut your zipper and then your project won't work. It'll still be a cute pocket, but it won't work. So now I'm going to, this is the downside to using a 4x4 and denim fabric, because denim is a stiff fabric. So we're going to struggle just a little bit to turn this inside out. But that's what we want to do with this opening. We're going to turn it inside out because see, this is the wrong side of the fabric. We want to see the right side of the fabric. So let's take our time and push this through. And y'all, I'm trying to tell you, like Chris Smith said, learn a new language. Meanwhile, actually, let's do this as well. While I'm turning this inside out, let me do this because I want to show you guys what designs we got this week with the Rhinestone Mechanic. Because it's like so many designs that you're going to be overwhelmed. Because I was like, I can't even begin to decide what I want because there's so many of them. All right, so let's share screen, entire screen, and boom. All right, so while I'm turning this inside out, here are the designs this week. So his designs are all I'm trying to scroll the wrong thing. His designs are all $5 right now. Okay. And they're going to be $5 for 24 hours. So after 24 hours, they'll go up in price. So if you see any of these designs that you like and that you want to get, then you need to go ahead and get them. And as you see, it's a whole list of designs. Usually it's something like 5 designs or something like that. Look at all these designs he got this week. It's crazy. He was working, like, I mean, sweating and going on. So definitely go grab you some cute designs. Absolutely adorable. But there's also a $2 mystery box right here. That $2 mystery box stays $2, but it's definitely worth the $2 for that design, the designs in that box, because it's more than one design. Okay, so definitely go check that out. Enjoy the designs, and I just wanted to show those to you guys tonight so you can go and grab them. Okay, so as you see, I'm still struggling, and this is also why you don't want to cut too close to your stitches, because you're going to be putting stress on these stitches to turn this thing inside out, especially with this denim. So I'm looking forward to getting my stretchy denim pants that I'm gonna be cutting up, because that denim is gonna be softer than this denim. This denim is tough. And I got a what's the name of this thing? Bodkin or something. I have one of those, but I don't know that that's even gonna help, because this is just a lot of stiff fabric, y'all. I'm struggling. All right. I'd have wet it, because it seems like you wet the fabric, denim will act right, but I got this. There we go. Get me and my arthritic hands to cooperate in the night. So how was your day today, ladies? Welcome.
Thank you, Evie. Marilyn, how was your day?
It was good. Just kind of that Sunday routine. The son's been here. My son, like not the son, but my son. And so it was good. Yeah. Uneventful. That's good.
Yeah, that is always good. Is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Tell him hi for us.
All right. And Tim told me to tell you two hi.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Tell Tim that I said hey.
Okay.
How was your day, Patrice?
It was good. I was busy. I had a lot of just stuff to do around the house, and that was about it. And then I started getting the stuff ready for the project. And I don't know a number 3 and a number 5 zipper. So I just got zippers. So I probably have the wrong ones.
No. So we normally use number 3. Okay. Number 5 zipper is it's got a much bigger zipper pull to it. She made that because somebody in her group was saying that they had a lot of, they wanted to make them for some elderly people, and the elderly people can't pull the small zipper pulls. So they asked her to edit the design to be able to handle the number 5 zipper, which is a bigger zipper. And she did. Okay. So we would not use that unless you wanted to use a number 5 zipper, but we don't normally buy those.
Okay. So this is just my little one with the little ring. That's a number 3, right?
Yeah, that should be a number 3. Should be.
I'm like, what?
Yay! Oh my God, y'all! Look, got hangnails catching and everything. That's how tragic that was. Okay. The template link is not in the description. What template link? What to? Huh? What template link, Dennis? To Rhinestone Mechanic? Or to this? Because I could have swore I put that in there. Pretty sure I did. Let me know, because you know I'm not. I screw up often, so. To this project. Oh, okay. I'll double check, my dear. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for pointing it out. All right, you guys. So I have this, and yes, I do need a poking stick or something. Where is that? I just bought it. And where did I put it? Because I was like, ooh, Patrice has one of these. Demps has one of these. Why do I not?
With the pocket?
Mm-hmm. Ta-da!
Pull it out today.
So I have a botkin and a ballpoint botkin. So we finna use the ballpoint.
Let me get my botkin out.
All right.
This dinner is.
Do I have hemostats to help her? No, EJ's daughter. I tried that once before. It didn't work out very well for me. I don't know why. I need to look into definitely. I have some. They're kind of small, and I think that's probably part of the problem because they're small. Okay, so I'm poking out the corners. Now at this point, because I have tearaway stabilizer, I can just tear this fabric away from right here because this is where the zipper is, and I need to have access to that zipper. But meanwhile, also I can take the time to fold in where I had this extra fabric, right? So I'm going to tuck this into the bag, and this is where we'll close up the lining on the inside of the bag. Now, how I usually close up my bags is I will take a strip of adhesive, a stitch witchery, and I will melt that, iron that in place so that it seals it shut. Okay. So let me turn on my Cricut Easy Press. And while I turn on that, I'm going to trim these stitches out of the way. And then I'm going to get this, whatever the name of this stuff is, stabilizer out from around this zipper. Okay. Let's see. There we go. So see, she have pliers, all kind of stuff that I could use, and I have trouble gripping anything, child. It's crazy. So see how I tore that away really easily? That's the tear away does have that benefit to it, but you still, even if it's cut away, you would just carefully trim that extra away. That's all. That's the only difference. Instead of just tearing it, I would have just trimmed it with some little trim scissors or something. And see how I pulled that zipper over? You remember when I pulled it to the center? So now that's the pocket that we're going to turn this inside out and finish our little pouch. But meanwhile, I want to close this up first, because if I don't close this now, I'm not going to be able to close it once I flip this inside out. Okay. So let me grab my stitch witchery, which is going to glue our project shut. And then once we glue it shut, we'll be done. And we can say ta-da-da, as my grandkids used to say. Not grandkids, kids. My kids used to say that. All right. Yeah. So Cricut Mini Press is done. So here is just a little teeny piece of this adhesive. I'm just going to shove it in the hole. Make sure that it's not sticking out to where it will get on my Easy Press and melt. I just need it to melt inside the hole. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to press this. Let's move this out the way. Slide this over. Actually, let's just do this. And you don't want to use steam with this stitch witchery stuff. It's supposed to be kind of like heat and bond, where you don't use steam, you just use the heat from the iron, because steam won't work with it, I guess. I don't know, but I don't ever use steam because it says not to use steam. All right, and so now it's closed. Just that quick. I didn't have to stitch anything, but if you know how to do a ladder stitch or whatever that's called, you can do that and stitch up your project. So now that that's sealed up, we're going to stick our finger in here and kind of like unzip that the rest of the way. And now we're going to turn it inside out again. Uh-oh, my glue was coming apart. We're going to turn this inside out again. I should have let that cool down. And then here is our zipper pouch. Steam makes the glue less sticky. Okay. I didn't know what the deal was. I just know not to use it. Seems like everything I do with these projects, they say don't use steam. And so now, looky here. It is done. And it is super duper duper cute. Look at the little pocket. Where is my grandbaby at?
That's so cute.
Look at this mess. Somebody come and look at this. It is adorable. And so as you see, even though that zipper was too long, we cut it and we made it fit this particular project. So now you just zip it shut. And there you got a little, aww. And this makes me just your voice just so cute. It's adorable.
That is cute.
And so I made a bling file to where you could bling all along the outside of this and down the middle of the swish. And I can get that to you guys as soon as I, what do you call it, Patrice? Make it a compound path and save it and all that stuff. Oh, Kevin. Where's my bill?
Aww.
I just had it.
Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Holla. Can you embroider on denim? Because I'm sure Montana, that new future mix, would look really good. Yes, it would. And so now you have a lined pouch with denim on the outside. So nice. Now that you've seen it done and we went super slow and step by step, are you ready to join us in making one? We have over an hour. I am so impressed. Yeah. Starting early made a difference. Okay. Had to cut that hangnail because that thing got caught. I wanted to cry. So at this point, you would, with this little thing on the side, you would add like a split ring or something. You can hang the little pom-pom if you wanted to. Anything to hang here and make you a keychain section part. So what we need now is our zebra fabric, because like I said, at the end of the show, we're going to do a giveaway of a yard of the zebra fabric and a yard of the cheetah fabric. So if you're interested, just keep that in mind and hang on to the end. And Marilyn, you said you were going to do, and I'm going to do the 5x7 with you. Mm-hmm. So for that one, we need our pieces. So if you're doing the 4x4, your fabric squares, your 2 squares for the denim is 6x6, and the 2 squares for the lining fabric is 6x6. But for the 5x6 bag, we need 7x7 squares of fabric.
Okay.
So 7x7.
Eve, and did you use tearaway stabilizer or cutaway?
I use tearaway stabilizer.
Perfect.
Usually I use tearaway. So let me get my lining fabric together. Patrice, did I ask you how your day was today?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You did. How was your day?
My day was busy cleaning, so that's not necessarily fun, but I feel a little more accomplished.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that's a win because I've been struggling, y'all. Ooh, it's been tragic.
That's what I should have been doing.
Ooh, mm-mm. It's crazy. So yeah, this today was a good day. I can't complain. I was looking for because I have a whole big thing of denim fabric. Two great big bolts of two different kinds of denim fabric, and I could not find them. I even went in the attic to see if maybe I put it up there and found stuff that I didn't know I had in the attic, child. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, what? I didn't know this was up there. So that was a trip, to say the least. What size zipper for the 5x6 pocket? What do the instructions say?
Approximately, and then it's approximately at least 5 inches.
Okay, so at least a 5-inch zipper. Thank you, Marilyn.
Well, after Patrice said she had the instructions all printed, I figured I better get gear.
Right.
Evie's gonna walk us through it.
I was hoping that.
I am, but I also don't like the print.
Well, I didn't print it. I tried to, but I have my other computer sitting over here with the instructions.
Okay. That works.
That works.
All right. And so there's the zebra fabric. And like I said, I'm doing 7x7, and I'm gonna give it a quick press just because that was annoying for it to be not smooth for the last project. It's and since my easy press is on, it's a really quick press. Perfect. All right. And then denim fabric is, and I need to get my stabilizer too. Be just at the right size. And this is stuff that I technically should have had done ahead of time, but guess what?
I haven't even looked at the chat, but hey, everybody. I'm stressing over this.
Don't stress. We got it.
Yeah, don't stress.
We got it. It really is that's what I can't emphasize that enough. The more we do these in the hoop pouches, the more you can be like, oh, it's the same thing again. Yes, it's the same steps over and over and over again. It's just the difference is where your zipper placement is. That's what kind of makes the difference with the projects. Because with this one, actually, this project has less steps than the potato chip bag.
Oh, good. Well, I was trying to watch. I was half watching, half eating, half coming from. And so I saw some of it.
Okay. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. I promise. Okay. So I have 2 pieces of denim 7x7, 2 pieces of zebra fabric 7x7. I need to pick a zipper. So we're going to find us a pretty zipper color. But meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and put my stabilizer in the hoop. Because you got to have stabilizer, and I'm going to be using my tearaway again. Go ahead and cut this. And then I can set this off to the side because I'm done with that. All right, you guys. So I'm hooping my stabilizer. And then I'm going to put it on the machine, and then you guys just let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
When you hoop your stabilizer, for those in the chat, make sure that it sounds like a drum when you are done. That way you know your stabilizer is not flopping around and all of that jazz.
And we float everything except for the stabilizer.
That is correct.
Okay.
Good question. You don't hoop your fabric with this project. You can't, because you if you hoop your fabric, then you can't flip it back and forth like you need to. Mm-hmm. All right. So this time I'm going to, let's see, this is zebra fabric, so I can be just as flamboyant with my zipper as I want to be. So let's go with, what color ribbon I got? Ooh, let's do purple. I'm watching the opening to the BAFTAs, and David Tennant, the host, is decked out in rhinestones. Holla! Is he cute? He got to be cute. With his rhinestones. I'm seeing more and more men folks, especially in the entertainment sector, decked out with rhinestones. Because bling is the thing. All right, so just let me know when you're ready. You ready?
I'm getting there. I'm almost ready.
No worries, no rush. So you guys, who in the chat? I saw a lot of people say it was super cute. Thank you very much. Who in the chat intends to make a cute little denim zipper pocket? Who else is going to make one? You don't have to make it tonight, but who intends to make one? Let me know in the chat, because I really want to see the Facebook group flooded with little denim pockets. It's going to be super cute. Thank you, Rosalind, for the super chat. Holla! Yas, honey. Yas. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to go get my pants and cut them up, y'all. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm cutting up some of Tim's old pants that I've cut up before.
I was gonna say, oh no, you're gonna have Tim mad at me.
No, they're pants I had up here in my craft room that I've used before when I made some denim earrings.
Tim would be like, I don't want you crafting with them no more. My stuff getting tore up.
Parts of the pants, blow out before the other parts. So
hilarious.
Okay, so I've got my fabric ready. I have to use a bigger hoop than probably what I really need, but I don't have.
That's fine.
A 5x7, so
that gives you room to work with your fabric and flipping it over and all that stuff. So it's not a big deal.
Let's see. I always have to think about how I'm hooping. Okay.
Take your time, because I'm also loading the I gotta cut the rhinestone template. Haven't done that yet. Okay, I got my zipper. Let me get my ribbon, because I'm gonna do ribbon with this one.
I might do ribbon with this one too. I've never done the ribbon when we've done the other ones.
It's gonna be super cute.
Probably easier to add the ribbon than to figure out how to skip those steps.
Yes, that is definitely true. And if you're wondering where I got the ribbons from, this set came from Amazon. I believe it's in my store. I'm not 100% sure. Oh man, no, look at that. That ribbon ain't quite the same purple. But I'm not gonna be nitpicky. Even though I want to be nitpicky. I will make more than one for sure. I make in the hoop bags all the time. I made 30 for an upcoming pop-up event. Right.
Oh, goodness, that's awesome.
Nice. Nice. Wanda says, I will. I love making in the hoop bags. I do too. That's like my all-time favorite embroidery thing to do is in the hoop bags.
I could remove my front camera, but then I won't have a microphone.
Sound. Okay. Do you want me to remove it? Whoops, I removed the wrong one.
You can remove it, and then I'll try to change the microphone.
Okay. Linda Lee says, what is the name of the embroidery machine you are using? I am using the PE 900. Patrice, what machine are you running?
I'm using the Brother SE 600.
And Maryland's is a Husqvarna something or other. Ruby, I think. No, not the Ruby.
The Viking? The Viking? I don't know.
We'll find out if we can get the mic back home.
Maybe it's the Viking. I'm not 100% sure.
She told me once before. I should know because I had to look up the manual one time. So the manual is on my computer, which is crazy. I just don't know where it is.
You're gonna have to help.
Right. Okay. Let's ungroup this. Eve, what is the box called you have your cutaway stabilizer in? Patricia. Ooh, that is called, let me see. I gotta look it up. I don't remember. Give me a sec, because I'm doing something over here in the background. Let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. And then let's do this right here. Sorry, Patricia. Give me a sec and I'll look it up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, we can. Viking Topaz, Maryland. Maryland has a Topaz. Oh, look, everybody in the thing already knew. 40, Topaz 40. Yeah, the box is from DIME. The link is in the description, I believe, for your embroidery supplies. But I think it's stabilizer is just called a stabilizer holder or something along those lines. Okay. Are you squared, Marilyn?
Am I echoing now?
Yeah.
Just mute me.
I don't want to mute Marilyn. Okay. Oh, I think I hear you, Marilyn. No? No. Okay. I thought I did. I guess I don't. That might have been Patrice. Okay. Are you ready?
We're ready.
I should have asked Patrice what kind of fabric you putting in the middle.
I'm just putting some fabric.
Watermelon?
Yeah, I didn't feel like looking for much fabric, so I used the fabric that I used for the bowl cozy.
Oh, okay.
Over.
That makes sense. It's always good to have scraps and scrap busters, and that's pretty much what this is.
Yep. Except I got this denim from Amazon. I don't know how much it was, but I should have just used some old jeans, but this seems a little thinner than like my regular jeans.
Yeah. You ready, Marilyn? You can shake your head. Yes. Okay, cool.
The infamous thumbs up.
Starting from the top, you guys, you have your stabilizer hooped. The first thing you want to do is run the first step, and that's the outline, the placement stitch, to show you where to put your zipper first, but it's also going to show you where you lay all of your fabric. And again, if you have to wind a bobbin or adjust something or anything like that, it's not that big of a deal. We got time. I'm excited to see how this is gonna turn since it's bigger, and hopefully it won't hurt my hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Nora Quinones. Hey, Joyce Adams from Philly. Joyce, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Avery Head, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Look at Marilyn. Go, Marilyn, go.
Oh, I can't see your face.
Miss Avery Head says she's going to make some for her Windows event at her church in April. Look at Marilyn. Stitching away. Look at her.
She's going.
You ahead of us, Patrice? Patrice done already got ahead. Did you get ahead already?
Yeah, I just
see. Told she ain't know.
I don't.
She doing, y'all. She know what she doing. Okay. So at this point, now that you have your, I'm trying to get this off of here without tearing it up. Okay. So now that you have your placement stitch. Oh, that's why foot wasn't up. Here's your placement stitch. Right? So you want to take your zipper and you want it to be where you see the zipper pull and lay it right there in that rectangle section at the very top. So just lay it right on top, just like so. And then you want to tape it in place. It doesn't matter that it's hanging off the edges. You definitely want to keep any metal parts to the outside of your design. Okay. And then we're just going to use some painter's tape to tape it down.
Can you bring my front camera back for a minute?
Yes. There you are.
Okay, so my tape or my zipper isn't as wide as the stitches.
So you want to center yours as well as you possibly can in between those two tracks. It's okay.
And it doesn't matter where the pull is or anything like that right now.
Nope, doesn't matter. But you definitely want to have that as centered as you possibly can. And then once you have it taped down, just like so, then we're going to put it back on the machine and we're going to run the next step. And as for those in the chat, you can see I have the zipper pull all the way over here. The entire zipper is closed. We want it to be cut. Oh, it's a stable cut dispenser. Okay, and then just put it back on the machine when you got that tape down. And then you run the next stitch, which will stitch that zipper down. Now yours is going to stitch a little closer to the edges of your zipper, but it should still stitch it in place.
Of course, I stitched the wrong thing.
Oh no, what did you stitch?
I stitched both of the lining pieces.
Oh.
Ay. Where's my seam ripper?
Girl, that seam ripper is our friend. To those in the chat, don't ever be afraid to have a seam ripper right there at your beck and call because. Alrighty, so now that your zipper is stitched in place, now we're going to turn it over to the back. Okay, now this is the part that usually gets to people, which is why I try to make it make sense while we're doing it. This rectangle, this small section where you see the shadow of the zipper, this is the top of the bag. The pocket is the bottom. We want to get our lining stitched in place in preparation for it to go to the bottom, but we got to start at the top first. So you want to take your lining fabric. This is the back. Lining always goes to the back with this project. And you want to lay your lining pretty side down. And you want to cover the zipper completely. So you see how see how there's lines here, and then you see the shadow of the bottom of that zipper. You want to lay this right, I'm sorry, pretty side down, right over the top of that very last line and cover it up entirely and tape that in place. Does it make sense? Because you see the bottom pocket, you can see that, but you can't see any of the square for the top of that, the top part of that pocket. That's because we're covering all of that up. Face down. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And someone said to keep those fingers out of the way.
Chris.
So we're going to tape this fabric down. You want to try and tape that down as good as you can because it will, it can shift on you. Okay. And so mine is taped in place, and because it's a bigger, it's hanging over the side. That's fine. That's not an issue. And then you want to flip it over. Whoops, and not drop your hoop. You want to flip it over, hold the lining out, and lay it down. Okay, so that you got stuff to work with. And now grab your denim, your one piece of your denim, and you want to lay this to mirror that fabric. So we're going to lay it face down and cover the zipper entirely the exact same way we just did on the back with the lining fabric. So the only thing you're going to see is this outline to just the bottom of that pocket, but the whole top part with the zipper and everything is going to be covered up. You can't see it. Okay. And then tape it down so that it doesn't shift around on you. Okay. Now, once you do that, then we'll put it right back on the embroidery machine. But while you're putting it on, I tend to have my hand on the bottom side and I'm holding this fabric out to make sure it does not crease or fold or slide around when I'm putting it back on the machine. But it's kind of tricky because tape and fabric, that's why a lot of people use pins and clips and stuff. But again, pins can get caught in your machine, and I don't want you to tear up your machine. And it can rip your project out. Don't ask me how I know that. And I'm about like Chris Smith on that one. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that I've been there. And it's not a fun place to be. All right, I'm trying to check. Okay, there we go. My fabric was shifting up under there. And then my top fabric came off. So I'm going to put it on this way. Okay. And then once you put it back on and you make sure your lining on the bottom is straight, your fabric on the top is straight, then you put your foot down and run the next stitch. And that's going to stitch both of those pieces of fabric to your project and to the zipper. Okay.
It just goes straight across?
Yep, and back. It'll go across and back to reinforce that fabric. Okay, so now that your two pieces of fabric, I would take the time now to flip it over, look and make sure that that lining did stitch in place straight and even, and then turn it back over. Don't do anything other than just look at the lining on the back. But on the front, you would take that denim fabric that's on the front and flip it down into place.
Just the denim.
Just the denim, not the lining. But if you, at this point, if you look at it and your lining ended up, you know, crooked or it didn't stitch right, well, that gives you the opportunity to try and fix that before we go any further. So but I'm sure it turned out absolutely beautiful. All right, so once you flip your denim down and smooth it over the top of the lines for your pocket, then you will put your hoop back on the machine.
I don't need to take it down or anything.
Usually not. So what I generally do is I'll fold it in place and I'll finger press the seam, the crease. I'll just finger press it. If you want to get technical, you can tape it down, but usually that stays in place. Usually,
I'm just gonna put a couple little pieces in the corners.
Nice. And then, yep, perfect.
Like that.
That's perfect. And then make sure your lining is still up out of the way.
Okay.
And then slide it back on the machine. And run the next stitch. And the next stitch should stitch that in place. Do you still need the tape to hold down the zipper? Only if your zipper is super long. You don't want those longer edges to flop back over onto your project. So I generally will leave them taped in place, but if it's a short one like mine, you don't have to have the tape on the zipper anymore. And like Linda said, pins will also scratch up the bed of your embroidery machine as well. So yes, it's a lot of damage them pins can do.
Evie.
Yes, ma'am.
When it stitches the top stitch on top and then it goes around, it doesn't do the decorative part yet. You have to, that's another step? Or
that's the next step. Yep, that's where we are. So what I was going to mention about that step is at this point, all you have is a pocket square. There's no decoration on here. If you want to, you can skip the decoration and switch it out for an embroidered design, or you can look at your machine. If you know how to go forward and move back, you can look right here. It needs to be at step 5. So you can skip step 5 and then go out of the machine and put a monogram letter, or you see what I'm saying? This is the step where you want to get in your mind what you want to do next. So if you're not doing an additional design, go ahead and stitch the next step, which is going to do the embellishments. But
like V thingy, that's what it's going to do?
Yes, that is correct.
I'm blinging mine.
Oh, I did cut out my template. I need to send that file to you. I kind of wanted to make sure it was lined up correctly.
Rondrea said Jennifer Hudson was dressed in rhinestone tonight. That's who I saw on her talk show when I did the rib cages. She had a rib cage.
Ooh, you sure did. Yeah. You sure did. I remember that, Marilyn. That was last year, wasn't
it? It seems like it's been a long time ago. I don't know when it was, but it's been a while.
Okay, here's that.
That's cute.
Why? Man, you wanted to act up tonight.
Just Country Girl, are you talking about Eve's machine?
Yeah, either mine or Maryland's, whichever. We can link them all. Maryland, if you have your link, you can drop it.
I don't. Mine's a Husqvarna Viking Topaz Husqvarna
Something or other.
Topaz 40. And then what are you using, Eve?
The Brother PE 900.
Oh, Enduring Heart Sign said, I discovered I can remove the dots using an old DTF sheet. Well, that's smart. Keep the DTF film that's been used and then set it on that and fill it up. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea. All right, so once our machines are done with that step, we're going to take them off of the machine. Okay, I'm cleaning up while talking. It is so cute, y'all. This is just so flipping. I'm tripping at how cute this is. I love this project.
It's super cute.
All right, Marilyn. So now we're gonna take our hoop off of the project. Off of the machine, rather. I'm sorry. And then once you take it off of the machine, we're going to flip it over. And we're going to put our lining piece in place. So we're going to flip the lining piece down. And like I said, I usually just finger press that crease and then tape it in place. And tape it down. Okay, once that's taped down, we're going to flip it back to the front. And this step is super important. You want to take your zipper and pull that zipper over to the middle of your project.
So you just tape the lining at the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I need to get my zipper to the middle.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what you can do at this point is put the hoop back on the machine. And the next step that's going to stitch is going to show you where to put your ribbon for your key fob. So we're going to go ahead and stitch that. And you kind of, if you're not using a different color, you got to kind of pay attention to where those stitches are going so that you can remember where to put your stuff. Yeah, because it's going to be the same color.
I don't even know what color ribbon I have. So let's.
I went with purple, even though my purple ain't quite the same purple as my zipper, but it'll be right.
Okay, so let me see if I have ribbon. If not, I'll skip the ribbon.
Or elastic or anything like that. I wish I had a D-ring. Let me see if I have a D-ring. No, I don't think I do.
anything I have that wouldn't clasp with it's just plain old white. So I'll use white ribbon.
Okay, that works. Nothing wrong with some good old white ribbon. So once you get your ribbon or your elastic or whatever it is that you are, whoops, my lining came up. Whatever it is that you're wanting to use, you want to fold it in half.
And let me see how long it says to cut it. Doesn't really say. I don't see where it says how long to cut it. So I assume 2.5 inches.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine is right at about 3 inches.
Okay.
3 inches should be sufficient. That's actually technically more than enough, but you want enough to tape it, be able to tape it out of the way.
Okay. So I'm gonna fold the ribbon.
And then get a piece of tape and tape that joker down off to the side. And then we're going to put it back on the machine. So you see how it's taped where the loop is to the inside of the project.
Okay.
So the loop is to the inside and I tape the edges way outside of the stitches.
Okay.
Sylvia say Patrice is awful quiet. That's because she over there knowing what she doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
She'll probably be done.
No, I won't. I'm trying.
You're doing good. I like the watermelon.
Thank you. It's going to be a cute summer change pouch.
One of my favorite fruits to eat. Can smash some watermelon with some salt sprinkled on it. Oh my God.
No salt. My mom used to do that. No salt.
That's because your mama know what was up. She knew that's where it was at.
Oh.
I mean, my blood pressure is like, you might want to rethink that, but you know, it still tastes good.
Okay, got it on
Got
here.
it in place. And now put it back on the machine. Just make sure that your lining is still hanging down where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
And make sure that your ribbon is taped over the line that already stitched, and stitch the ribbon in place is the next step. You might have to hold the ribbon a little bit just to make sure it doesn't fold it under itself when it starts stitching, but
Chris, do I have permission to hold the ribbon? All right.
Oh yeah, Miss Linda Gray. I can eat it without too, but good gracious of life with some salt.
And then we're taking it back off again.
Yes. Oh, Marilyn, Chris Smith said she didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was asking her permission to be able to hold the ribbon in.
Hilarious. So once this part is done, the next step, if I'm not mistaken, is to take the denim fabric that goes for the other part and lay it on top. This is not the right piece. Oh, here it is. So you're going to take your denim fabric and just cover over everything you just did, ribbon included, everything. Just hide it.
Okay.
Hide it all. Make sure it's all covered up. Just like that. That's
so
it.
My zipper is going to be covered up too.
That is absolutely correct. And so make sure this is there. Make sure your lining is still smooth, nicely in place, and put it back on the machine. You're not doing anything to the lining is still the way it was. Only thing is we took this denim and laid it directly over the top of that. And then start stitching. Uh-oh.
Miss Joy, that's kind of how I feel in life. Sometimes a little salty, sometimes a little sweet.
All right. Once that stitches, then you're going to take your hoop off again for the last, well, next to the last time. And we're going to turn it over. So now your lining is stitched down in place, so you shouldn't have to worry about it too much anymore. And you want to take your second lining piece and turn it over face down over the top of the entire back of your project. So you're going to cover up everything, all stitches. You don't want to have to see anything. Everything's going to be covered up.
Okay. Untape it. And just lining pretty side down.
Yep, and cover up everything.
Cover it all up. Don't need to tape it or anything like that.
Now I would tape it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tape it because I'm dangerous and I'm reckless like that. But you can tape it. Yes, tape it. Well, let me tape this because it'll be just me this darn thing.
Cover the zipper up there too, right?
Yes, you're covering everything. You don't want to see any part of that. Nothing. None of the stitches. Good night, Miss Sharon Davenport. Thank you for the silver share.
Good night, Sharon.
Night, Sharon.
Well, for now, Miss Sharon Davenport is just one. I was gonna say, well, tonight, what I did want to let folks know, I don't know if anyone noticed, in the High Fix Fix store, we do have 100 gross now available. So instead of just getting just the little chips of 20 gross of SS10, now you can get 100 gross. So that is
that's great.
Now available. Certain colors are not quite available just yet, only because we're limited stock right now. We want to make sure that the buy-in is, because we're shipping out buy-in orders right now as well, and we want to make sure all buy-in orders are covered completely like they're supposed to be. So, but yes, 100 gross is now available. So once you stitch that last stitch, you are done with the project. So you can take your embroidery hoop off of the machine, and that's that. Now you can take the project out of the hoop. Set your hoop to the side if you want to. And this is where you will need a good pair of sharp scissors. Just please be careful when you're cutting this thing out, because you're cutting through several layers of fabric, and it's easy for the scissors to slip if you don't have some good grippy, sharp scissors, heavy duty scissors. Okay, so before you start cutting though, for those who may not know, on the back side where the denim, the front side rather, where the denim is, it's stitched all the way around. There is no opening. But if you turn it over and look at where the lining is, there is an opening there. So as I did with the other pouch, you don't want to cut this fabric flush back here, because you need something to tuck in and seal it shut. So I'm going to start and just cut about a good 1/8 of an inch, if not a little bit more, away from this stitch line. Okay.
Hey, Eve, mine says I still have one step to go with 44 stitches.
That is correct. So what that one step, it's it does that because if it finished out, a lot of times what'll happen is the embroidery hoop will send the needle back to the middle of your project. And if the zipper is in the middle, it could hit the zipper and break it.
Okay.
So most instances, especially with Melissa's designs, she'll
Oh.
add that last step to keep your needle from moving to the
Okay.
last thing.
But I
Mhm.
really don't have a last.
No, you do
Okay.
not have it. Yeah, this is it.
I was afraid to take it out of the hoop if there was some.
Mm-mm.
But I
No,
didn't.
we're all done.
Wow.
That was so
And
quick.
That was
yeah.
so nice.
This is a
And-
really good beginners. Like if you want to do a
Mhm.
hoop project, great for beginners.
It really is. It really is. You just have to make sure to follow the directions pretty carefully. That's where, a lot of times people get confused with flipping the fabric, flipping, flopping, and all of that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's easy to get mixed up. So,
Yeah.
but once you, like I said, once you make this a few times, it comes together so quickly. So if you can see, for those who haven't done this project before, there's a extra tab that I cut out away from the stitch line. So on the back, what that will allow me to do is, once I get this open and turn it inside out, I can tuck this fabric in just like that and give me something to seal the pouch shut with. But on the other side, this back here, you don't need that. So you can, but I'm cutting it because I know what I'm doing, but just do not cut your lining fabric. Thank you, Andrea Ross, for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Holla. Thank you, Miss Ross. Yas, honey. Yas. Thank you. We always appreciate you
Talking
over
about
here.
that last thing about not cutting the lining fabric.
Yeah, so I have this little tab right here, but on the back, the denim part, see the denim I did cut flush, but I didn't cut either piece of my lining tab.
Okay.
I just folded it and cut the extra back there.
And when do you take the stabilizer off, the excess stabilizer?
I usually tear it away or just leave it. I leave it. It doesn't, because once you cut, you see how when I cut around the outside,
Yeah.
I just cut everything. So the stabilizer kind of like the inner stabilizer kind of stays with the project. So once you get that cut, just turn it inside out to where you have the right side lining, and the right side lining is what you'll be looking at. Okay. So we're just gonna get the pushing. We're gonna push this through. Oh, and it also can help if you diagonally cut the corners. Sometimes that helps, but you got to be careful because sometimes you can cut through them stitches, and that's a whole nother headache. So in a lot of instances, I don't cut this, but I'm doing it today because this denim is a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
All right,
You can do it.
Now that hangnail is gone, I should be good. And we're gonna push this through, and like I said earlier, we're gonna do. I did zebra print for the lining of this pouch. This is the 5x7 pouch, and then I did the cheetah print for the 4x4 pouch. And we're going to give away a yard of each one of these fabrics.
They're so cute.
They are cute. They're very cute. So hang on and we'll do a giveaway. But you got to make sure you reach out to me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. No other email address will work, please. Because I don't ship these out. The kids do. And that's the email they have access to. So if you send it anywhere else, they're not going to get it and your package won't go out.
So no Facebook messengers or anything like that.
Nope. Yes, Naomi, you will be able to for sure. And yeah, Norma, I do like the 5x7 file, but look at how cute that is.
That is so cute.
I mean, you can't. The adorable level on that is off the charts. So
that one looks like you need to. You need to bring a cowgirl hat for that one, Evie. On the top. She
said a cowgirl hat. Huh?
It's giving me rodeo vibes.
I don't have a cowgirl hat thing. design I need. Well, look, especially that little.
Little bitty one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get somebody to bling it. Shoot. Let's see if I can sit down and figure it out. Okay, so when you flip this inside out, you'll see that now you can see the right sides of the lining only. You don't see any denim, but you also see the stabilizer covering over your zipper. So once you get this all poked out and all the corners poked out with your bodkin or whatever you use to poke out your corners, just don't use something sharp, otherwise it'll poke straight through. Um, Once you get all this poked out, then we're going to iron it shut. We're going to close up this lining because right now you got a hole in your lining. So if we go ahead and finish the project and turn it inside out the rest of the way, and you go to put change in here, the change is going to fall through the hole. We don't want that. We want to close it all the way up. So we're going to close it up before we finish flipping it the rest of the way inside out. So now that I have it inside out, you see I got my hole here.
How'd you do that so fast?
This the bigger size.
I'm doing the bigger size too.
Look, I had practice, and once you flip that little bitty one, boy, your fingers is like, we like this much better. Oh, that is. And I turned my mini press on this time, so I don't have to wait on it. I forgot last time. But you want to tuck that in really good. The seam, you can see the seam line to help you know where to tuck it all. And then I'm going to put the stitch witchery in there and press it closed. And this time I'm going to give it a little more pressure time.
Okay. I need to get my little Cricut Easy Press.
Okay. Get that down in there. Let me fold this. I appreciate y'all ladies coming on and denim pocketing with us.
Oh, it's fun.
This is fun.
Love, 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 love in the hoop embroidery. I just really, really do. And I love designs by Little B projects. Her projects are just adorbs.
Yes. I found her because of you.
Yeah,
When I first started doing my very first ones.
She's super, super awesome. Went to Tennessee to meet her. She's super sweet.
Naomi's asking you about your white handle to the left of your machine, Eve.
The white handle to the left of my machine is my technically it's a shower handle. But it also is sold on Amazon as a ruler grip is what they call it. And what that essentially does, Miss Naomi, is hold my ruler down for me. So when I want to cut something, for instance, I'll lay my ruler down and then I'll use this to hold the ruler in place and then cut my fabric or lining or whatever it is that I'm using. And I had to do that because a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, might have been a year ago, but either way, I was cutting and I wasn't paying attention and I roller cut across my finger right here and I cut it. Still have some nerve damage there in that finger, but I almost cut to the bone. And so ever since then, we had to find a solution to keep me from severing limbs and causing myself a problem. It was pretty tragic. So ever since then, for the most part, I use that when I cut stuff. But sometimes I'm a rebel and don't use it.
I think we all use it now because of you, Evie. Right over there.
I'm trying to tell you.
They sold a lot of those shower handles.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they actually did. But it was a eye-opening experience. Like I never would have thought in a zillion years that I would have missed a ruler, but it actually didn't miss the ruler. It kind of jumped the ruler and came down on my finger and just kept slicing across, and I just was like, oh, and it was too late. I was already blammed up.
That looked terrible when you did that.
Yeah, it did look bad. It did look bad. And then to have to go back there to the husband who was asleep.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, honey, I need to go to the urgent care. What? And he jumped up. What did you do? Well, what had happened was, and at that time, I actually hadn't seen what I hadn't seen it, because as soon as it happened, I realized what happened. I grabbed it really quick and put pressure on it like this. So I was holding it like this the entire time when I went back there, and never took my hand away until he was like, what did you do? And when I opened it and just went, I was like, ah.
Oh, it's probably good you didn't see it for a while.
Yeah.
Passed out.
Because I was a little woozy by the time I got to the ER. So, I mean, the urgent care. So, and she was like, what did you do? It was funny. She was really sweet. So I can't even remember how many stitches I had to get. Okay. So I did a horrible job sealing my side, but it's sealed. And so now you have your pouch inside out. So now you want to kind of take your finger in the zipper areas, because if you didn't use tearaway, you would have to kind of cut away this stabilizer from behind the zipper. But either way, once that stabilizer is gone, you can get inside your zipper and push the zipper over and open it the rest of the way, like so. And one of the tricks that I do to get that, I kind of open it kind of like this and shake it where the pull comes down where I can see it, and then I grab it and just push it over. And then you flip it the rest of the way, inside out the other way, to reveal your super cute pouch. Oh, let me put my heat press on. Super cute. Child, this is crazy. All right. Super, super cute. Oh my gosh. This is so adorable. But the way the ladies in her Facebook group are just like going ham and just coordinating with colors and zippers and charms and designs, and it's been overwhelmingly cute. And so I was like, yeah, no, we got to do this. We got to add to it too and do our little pockets. Oh, that is
so cute.
Mine's pretty rustic because this fabric was.
Oh, you got one of them authentic.
Yes.
Look at that, y'all. How cute is that?
Aww.
The purple zipper with a little purple pull. I'm gonna put a little purple
bling on,
pom maybe, or a bling thing. I don't know yet. Charm or something. But that is too cute. And then when you open it up, you got cute zebra print. Holler. Zebra print for the win.
Oh, it'd be cute if on the little pull, like if you're using white polyester, if you sublimated Levi on there or something like that.
The sky is the limit, Marilyn. So this is the difference between between the 4x4 and the 5x7. So you got
a big difference.
Mm-hmm. It is. And then you got two more sizes bigger than that. that come with the pattern. So I'm I don't know why my sinus is acting like I done inhaled dust or something. But anyway, I made a rhinestone pattern to fit this. So I'm gonna see how it looks. I'm hoping it's cute. But all it is the following the outline. So I'm sure if Patrice had her letter P or something like that to go on the front, that would be cute.
Yeah, that would be cute. I got a heart.
I'm done.
Holler. Let me make you big. Let me make you big. Hold on, where you at? I love it. Look at Marilyn.
Oh,
Go
that's
Marilyn.
so cute,
Go
Mary
Marilyn.
Bear.
Go
And then I
Marilyn.
have pink polka dotted fabric
Cute.
on the side.
I love it.
Yeah, super cute. And then my little holder thingy over here.
I love it.
Super cute, Mary Bear.
Thanks. I love it too. It is cute.
Thank you for embroidering with us. Hi, Patrice. Where's
Thanks
you
for
flipping yours
inviting
inside
me.
out? Yeah, that
So,
flipping inside out thing is a
flipping
whole
it inside out is a whole hot mess.
Yes.
So this is my inside. I have watermelon little pieces on the inside, and then I use pink to really cute something on the back, and my little zipper that I'm struggling closing.
I love those round rings on your zippers. Those are cute.
I love these. They're so cute. They add extra.
Yes.
In the bag.
Did you get those off of Amazon?
Yeah. The first set I got those from Eve. Eve gave me a whole bunch of zippers one time.
I remember it was.
Yeah. Oh, finally got
and
it.
Like faux leather and stuff. Oh, that is cute.
That's cute.
And I have a huge little elastic piece right here, but I'm gonna hang some charms, and I think I'm gonna bling something on the back. I like how the front is stitched. That looks really cute. I don't know if I really want to stitch it. Like, I like how Eva's gonna put bling. You're gonna bling the outline, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try anyways. I'm hoping that I did it right because I've had to kind of trace it, so to speak, because I couldn't do. Well, I mean, Marilyn Patrice probably could have done it because she's mistress of the trace. I'll be struggling, but I couldn't get it to trace it because it was showing the stitches. So it wouldn't trace it like a regular line and then do the rhinestones. The rhinestones was looking real crazy.
Oh.
So I was like, so I had to actually draw lines myself to make it work. And that was a little disheartening, but we made it work.
Cute.
I love it. Hold on,
I love it. I have some charms. I don't know what I'm gonna put on here. Oh, this is fun.
The 5x7 size is probably perfect to use some of the Rhinestone Mechanics pocket bling designs. Could be. We need to find out. We got to measure and get all of that together and figure out what's what. The bigger ones would probably be big enough to hold like a cell phone or something. I don't know. But I can't wait to try one and find out. I bet it's going to be really cool. Yeah. And then I got to make sure not to melt my zipper teeth either. So I'm going to heat it up first. Should have tried scanning it in. Yeah, Jesse, you know what? That probably would have worked. Oh, I couldn't scan it because I hadn't made it. Yeah, Donna, that's what pocket it is that me and Patrice made a 4x4.
Yeah.
We did make a 4x4 pocket. Whoops, ouch, that's hot. Wow. Okay, it fits. So let me know if y'all want the bling design. Because it actually fit. I cannot believe this. Yes.
You made it for 4x4 or 5x7?
4x4, fam. Both. I made it for both. I made it for both, and it fits perfectly.
That will be cute.
Send it real quick. Let me get this.
I want to bling mine right now. So I'm putting some little flip flops on mine.
Ooh, flip flops would be cute.
That's gonna be cute. I was thinking of a heart, but I might have gotten rid of all of my hearts.
Latrice say she got rid of her hearts?
I might.
Uh,
I think I did.
Where's my trick ball? We did good. It's 10:42. I'm so proud of us.
that is good.
That's a record for me.
Especially doing an embroidery project. That's why I was like, when I was telling him what I wanted to do, and he was like, "You might want to go early." I said, "You know what? I didn't want to, but then I was like, you're right." Because who don't want to have folk at midnight is me, not the night.
That's right, Gail. Me and my flip-flop era.
Let's see where you guys. I sent you that. So let's go here. Reply.
Gail, wait till you see these flip-flops on here, though. They're gonna be cute. So on my live a little over a week ago, I don't know if you remember, but I accidentally mixed SS10s with
Yes.
SS6s.
I do remember.
Yesterday,
I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Yesterday I cut like at least half of a piece of cardstock with a hole that was slightly larger than the SS6s, but larger than the SS10s. And filtered those
smart.
out really fast. Yeah, it worked out nicely.
Very good. It's awesome when you can get something to fix.
Yeah.
And get it to do right. Because girl, when I tell you, I tried to use one that I bought and it was still a disaster. I was like, you know what? Forget it.
Yeah, I basically just put I had a piece of bigger paper under it, and then I poured the rhinestones on it and kind of shook it around. Oh, that's cute.
That is cute. That's perfect, Stevie.
Super cute. Now it makes me want to wait and do that instead of what I'm doing.
No, I like the flip flop. It's so cute.
Maybe I should have done.
Let me make sure this big one fits too. I sent you guys both of them. I ain't even tried the big one yet, so I'm hoping the big one works.
I'm gonna have to make another one too. So
another pouch.
Yeah, I love these. Yeah. These are so cute.
They are.
And they're not hard to do. They're not hard. That's like I said, it's less steps than the potato chip bag.
Yeah.
Because you remember the potato chips, we had to cut a size for the top, cut a size for the bottom, blah, blah, blah. You didn't have to do that with this.
Yeah, this was definitely easier. Do I want to do it in crystal or do I want to do it in magenta? Let's see. Magenta. Stick with what I thought. Now we'll see with all this bulk if they sit down right. If they don't, I'll just get my mini press out and use it.
It actually did really well on the HTB Ront, Maryland. I was surprised.
Okay. Did you have the zipper out front?
Yeah, the zipper. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Moved it out the way.
Sylvia wants to know if you're going to put your template in your shop.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I just got to make sure this one works. This one I'm doing now. The little one was perfect. I want to make sure this one works. Because sometimes, despite my best intentions, templates don't cooperate.
Miss Parker said, nice tutorial, Eve. It really was.
Thank you.
And anybody that wants to do this, I mean, if you watch this live, you go through step by step. Twice.
With different sizes.
Yeah.
I
was trying to make it easy. I know you still gotta hear talking in the beginning and all of that stuff, but it can still be done. And the good thing is you can fast forward if you don't want to hear all that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if this one is going to do right. That's that easy press.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm thinking, but this is what we got.
Oops. Okay. Get back down there.
Now because this is denim, you guys, those in the chat, just to let you know, I am actually pressing. So normally I tell you when you're doing your rhinestones to pre-press your fabric, your material, before you apply your rhinestones, right? Well, with denim, because denim is such a thick fabric, I'm pre-pressing it twice. So where I pre-press it one time, I pre-press it again to get the fabric good and hot. I put the rhinestones on, pressed it one time, then pushed it back in to let it press again for a second time, because you're talking about cold, thick denim and you want to
Yeah.
make sure that those stones stick. And y'all, they stuck to this pocket. Oh my gosh, that's pretty.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
is
that
so
is.
pretty. It's very simple. Like I didn't go over the top or anything
that's
like that.
so
And I
pretty.
didn't put them across here. So if you wanted to edit the design and put them across the top, that hey, be my guest. But they turned out super cute. I'm
I love those. That looks better than the flip flops. I'm gonna have to make another one and use.
I mean, in
come on,
Maryland,
better than this.
it only took like 10 minutes. You're a pro now. I bet you could make it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, actually, you know the steps. You really can. The only thing is just make sure that you don't really flip before time and that you don't forget to pull your zipper over to the middle, because
You
the
know,
zipper is what usually kills people, is the zipper.
if I do another one, I'm doing it watching a replay.
That works.
Yep. You're gonna get it.
That works.
My machine said this should take 7 minutes to do.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was like once you get it down and you had great instructions and you're always patient when you're showing us projects to do. So
So this is coffee. Someone asked, I did forget to mention. This is coffee with the brown zipper. I kind of wish I had it in smoke topaz, but the coffee is still pretty.
That's gorgeous.
that's
So this
pretty.
is coffee and this is violet volcano to pull in the blue of the denim and the zipper. So that's why I chose those colors. And then on the inside of the purple, I did the zebra fabric. And then on the inside of the smaller one, I did the cheetah print fabric. And so here shortly, we are going to give away a yard of both. One person can get a cheetah print and one person can get a zebra print if you want it. This is not for sale. This is for you to use in your projects when we do more projects together and stuff like that. That's the whole reason I went to go get all of that fabric.
Nice.
So hopefully you guys will like the fabric. It stitched very well. I didn't have any issues and it turned out super cute. Okay. So I'm going to close all of this out and then go over here. So you blinging your flip flop now?
Yep.
Nice.
Have one stone pop up there.
Clean up because I've been cleaning up all day. I'll be darned if I'm gonna make a whole nother mess.
I'm almost done.
And while y'all are blinging that stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and put this design in the store so that y'all can get it. And also, just again, FYI, I did add 100 gross to the store, the hotfixfix.store. So instead of being only able to get the small chips, now you are able to get 100 gross boxes. So just that was an announcement for tonight. And keep your ears open for more information because we got more big news coming up as the week progresses. I'll also be sending out a newsletter this week ahead of the buy-in coming up soon. The 29th, actually, and time is getting away from me.
Mm.
We had already started shipping out buy-ins from the last buy-in, so keep your email and eyes open for that. And keep in mind also tomorrow's a holiday, so no mail is going out tomorrow, unfortunately. So, well, UPS will be delivering, but USPS will not. They decided they wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with mine. I truly do think your rhinestone template looks better on than something like this, but it's still cute.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
But when I do another one, I'm going to use your template.
I like that, Marilyn.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that. Loved it. That was so cute. Can I see it again? Oh, why am I big? That's not right. It's cute. I love it.
It's cute.
Oh,
I like how yours.
it doesn't matter. Those are
Fine.
cute. I
So
love it.
I got to make another one.
You got those in your store, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
They're so cute.
Let's double check because I like that. That's cute. See, all them other people in her Facebook group, they was doing embroidery designs. We got bling designs.
Thanks, Miss Joy. Thanks, Robin.
You know, it's only right we add some bling to it.
Right.
So in the top console, like between my seat and the passenger seat, there's a cubby in the middle, and there's a deeper part, and then there's a shallow part. And in that shallow part, I just throw change and stuff. I am going to put my change in here and have this so that it's nice and cute. When I open it, I see something cute and it's contained.
Yay! And she'll think of us, Patrice, because she made it with us. Aww. I'm so happy I don't know what to do.
Thanks, Nakomi. Thanks. Hey, Dibs.
Hey, Dempsey Boo.
So Sylvia says Hobby Lobby has them all the time for $2.99, but I'm not sure how's what $2.99. Thanks, Artha.
I had to scroll back up.
Thanks, Kevin.
Shirts. She was talking about shirts, I think.
Oh, okay. So Gail says show the inside.
Okay.
Why can't I get mine unzipped now?
That's how I was a minute ago. I couldn't.
It zipped fine a minute ago. There we go. So there's the inside of mine. Is this pink polka dot?
Super cute.
Yeah. That's a really nice project.
All right, we got 5 more minutes.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I didn't, what is it called? Make a compound pad. And I don't have the size. So you guys, I'm going to try and put it on here in a little bit. Meanwhile, let me grab StreamYard giveaway. I know, Geneva. Weren't they cute?
It's Geneva.
Oh, wrong email address. There we go. Thing got logged out.
Okay, t-shirt.
Okay. No, that's not the giveaway tool. What in the whole world? Where is the giveaway tool? I got a do flatchy up here. Oh, there we go. All right. So the word we're going to do tonight. Ooh, that's some pretty bling, Patrice.
I gotta fix it a little bit because I took it off too because I was using.
Oh yeah.
But I just put a little mini on the back.
Oh,
the half little
that's
mini.
cute.
That's cute.
And
Y'all
a little
look.
bow.
Cute.
Because that's all I could really fit on there.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
gotta put some more, but just a
That's
little half.
adorable.
Just I don't want to put it on the front because I think the front is just so cute.
The front is very cute.
But with your bling, it makes it better. You don't lose the look of the front.
Oh, because I kept the pattern. Yeah. But that's
I
still cute. I love it.
put a little half a mini on there. Yeah.
Girl, love it.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
Phoebe and Mirror Bear.
Thank you.
So for this one, hopefully y'all can spell it. We're going to do the word denim. So if you type in the word denim, then that's going to be the first word to give away the cheetah print fabric. Let me share screen, entire screen, denim, and we'll do the we'll do the cheetah print fabric first, since that's the one I used first. And like I said, it's a whole yard of cheetah print fabric. It's cotton, 100% cotton. It is 36 inches by 43 inches. 100% cotton, cheetah print. Super cute. And like I said, just make sure you email me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. If it goes anywhere else, I'm not going to be able to send it. The kids send it out. So they see that email. That's where they're going to send it. If they don't see your email, then they're not going to send you your stuff. So, and I'm not about to press them. Hey, did you send that out? If they don't see an email, they're not going to send it. So make sure you send it to that email address. Alrighty. And thank you again, ladies. When we get done with the giveaway, we'll show our pouches again. I am so happy we made it to 11 o'clock. This is so cool.
I
Yeah,
know.
it was fun. Hey, somebody said that my flip-flops weren't in there, my little mini flip-flops, and they were in the deactivated. So I went ahead and reactivated. And so
Cool.
you check again, they should be in there.
Nice. Linda Gray says she ain't entering those her favorite fabrics, so she keep 2 yards on hand at all times. So she already covered with zebra and cheetah print. I'm not mad. All right. So we're going to go ahead and draw. So the word is denim. Don't forget, email me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. And the first winner for the cheetah print fabric is Laura.
Congratulations.
Yes, honey. Yes. So make sure to email me thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. I appreciate it. And then the next fabric that we're going to do is this zebra print. And since we did denim, we might as well do denim again. Why not? I don't think there's an issue with doing it again. So here's the next drawing, same word. So if you already entered it, you're already there. And our next winner for that one is Marlene Kelsey. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations. So thank you so much. Don't forget, email me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. It is on the screen. You can't miss it. Please send the email there, because otherwise I'm not going to send it out to you. You got till Tuesday to send me the email so I can get it out, okay? Since mail goes out on Tuesday, you got till Tuesday. So at any rate, thank y'all, ladies. This was fun. Patrice, I want to see your Mickey again, because that was like super dope. And then I'll see Marilyn. Let me take this down so I can make you big. Hold on. Finish. Hopefully they got the email address by now. Okay.
So this is my design, and then on the back I have a little half of mini cut off.
Super, super adorable.
We had to bling it out. Evie, this was a great project, and if you want to do in the hoop, I would start with something like this. Super, super easy.
And what kind of fabric was yours on the inside? You had the delicioso watermelon.
So it's a little water. I should have had some. If I knew I was going to use like a mini bling, I would have had like some mini on the inside. I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been cute.
But this is like watermelon. I don't know if y'all see the watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
See, I got watermelon fabric. Now I'm gonna have to put a watermelon on the pouch, on the bling.
Yeah, could have had some watermelons on the outside.
We need us a
Super cute
watermelon.
and fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn.
All right, so here's mine.
With her flip flops.
The flip flops, and then my fabric is polka dot.
Pink polka dots. Look cute.
I have my little thing over here. So I love this project. It was really something that I could do, and I'm a beginner, so I mean I had to listen to you, but
that's all. You did good.
But I was able to get through it. So thank you, Eve.
Didn't you say you were stressing about it too at one point?
You know, I always stress about sewing and embroidery and all that when I'm on live. Rhinestones, I'm like, yeah, it's good, you know, but then you get the embroidery, it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? It went smoothly. It was fun.
Okay, cool bees. And so for my two, the first one that I did was the cheetah print fabric, and I did a 4x4 pouch. So I did a brown zipper, and then I need to push out that corner a little bit more. I did a brown zipper with the cheetah print fabric on the inside, and then put some coffee rhinestones across the front. And like I said, I have to optimize this for Cricut before I put it on the website. I started to just put it on the web. You know what? It might still work just by putting it on the website because the file is so small. It's not a whole lot of dots. So it shouldn't take long for it to get over into Cricut. The only thing is I need to make sure what size it should upload to Cricut. So that's what I got to do. But at any rate, that's the 4x4 size, and this is the 5x7 size pouch. And so there is a pretty decent difference between the two. And then like I mentioned earlier, the if you buy the design from Designs by Little B, it comes with 4 different sizes. So you got 2 more sizes bigger than this. So I'm excited to make the other 2 sizes just to see how big they actually get. I may work on that tonight. And then I put a little purple puff ball on there, but then I use violet volcano stones with this. So, and the inside fabric is this zebra print fabric. So it's super cool. I love In the Hoop designs because it allows you to learn how to line. It also teaches you, it does the zipper and the lining for you. Whereas if you were doing this on the sewing machine, one of the hardest things people have issues with sewing is learning how to do zippers. So this just takes all that guesswork away by doing everything on the embroidery machine. So definitely join us again for our next Embroidery in the Hoop project. The next project won't involve zippers. So I'm just giving you a forewarning now. And I'll be planning that soon to let you know when we're going to do our next In the Hoop project, but it will be soon. So looking forward to that. And it's a scrap buster project as well. So if you got little scraps of embroidery vinyl left over, like faux leather and stuff like that, that's the material you want to have. Okay. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. Is there anything you ladies want to say in closing?
Thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us on to do this super fun project.
Yeah.
And it's been fun.
Sorry it was like last minute, but they strong armed me. They was like, we either gonna not show up if you don't do this project. I was like, oh my gosh, well then we need to do it. So we came in. And don't forget, Rhinestone Mechanic has his designs available for the next 24 hours for $5. And the little secret thing is $2 all the time. But don't miss out on your $5 deals. And then for those who won the fabric, please email me tonight. Because you won't forget. I'm just saying, because I would have forgotten. So just go ahead and email me, thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. You can get your stuff and we all can be happy. Yay! So thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you have a great night. And until the next time we see you all, we hope you have happy blinging and embroidering. Bye, y'all.
Bye.